Hello, friends. I hope you are doing fine and shine. So, this weekend is the last weekend of July 2022. Time is running fast, but that's a good news for everybody, right? Because a lot of people are getting green cards these days. So, I would like to start this video by saying congratulations to all of the people who have received the green cards after like wait of 10 and 15 years. So first of all, congratulations to those people. Why do I say that a lot of people are getting green cards? I know at least 7 or 8 people that I know who have got the green cards in last 2 or 3 weeks. Some of them have actually applied for I-485 form only in February, March, and April of this year. That means USCIS has processed their I-485 applications for them and their spouses in less than 6 months. So that's a great news for everyone. That means that USCIS has taken this seriously and they are trying to utilize all the 280,000 visa applications that are pending or that are available, right? So that's a great news. That means as we go closer and closer and closer to September 2022, my hopes for utilizing all those 280,000 visa applications are getting higher and higher. That means absolutely no wastage. In ideal situation, I would like USCIS to actually finish processing those 280,000 applications before September, maybe 1 week before September. That way, in case there are some RFEs or some issues, they can have like a 1 week's time to completely use the 280,000 applications. So that's a great news for everyone. So once again, congratulations to everyone who have waited for many years. Okay, so that leaves us with next year, 2023. So we know that there are 140,000 new green card employment-based applications available at start of FY 2023, which starts on October 2022, 1st October. So on top of that, we are expecting some spillover numbers that are going to get used by EB2 and EB3 waiting applicants from the past years. So next year there is a likelihood that we have almost 190,000 green card visa numbers available for employment-based category. So that's a great news. So we have 140,000 and then 50,000. In my last video, I explained how I came with that 50,000. So if you haven't seen that video yet, then I highly recommend that you go to my previous videos and see all the details about how I calculated the 50,000. But overall, I'm going to give you some high-level background. From October 2021 through June 2022, USCIS has used almost 118,000 family-based applications. That means they are left with almost 108,000 family-based application visas to be issued in the 3 years, that is July, August, September. July data is not out yet, but overall they have only used 13,500 visas. So based on that run rate, we are expecting that at least 50,000 spillover visas are available. So we will have 190,000 visa applications available in FY 2023, October 1st. So what is my green card prediction or priority date prediction for the next month's visa bulletin, which by the way will be out after 1 week from today, or maybe like on coming Friday. So I'm gonna make a separate video once it's out, but this is what my prediction is, okay? And to be very honest with you, I do not expect like much changes from past visa bulletins. For example, EB1 is still current. It will still remain current because we have tons of visas available. EB1, no problems. EB2 India, now that's where the things get tricky, right? So if you remember, in June visa bulletin, right? In the June visa bulletin, the priority date for India was moved by an entire year to like December 2020, December 2014, right? Actually, no, it was in the May visa bulletin, and then in June it moved by 3 more months. So we are now at 2014 December for EB2 India for almost 2 months now. So I have a lot of people asking me questions like, hey, do you think that visa bulletin is moving ahead for EB2 in September visa bulletin? And I kind of want to be really cautious when I say yes. Okay, so this is my logic. So is it possible to move the visa date by, let's say, a couple of months? Yes, it is possible. But is it likely? I would say maybe 30%. So most likely, this is what I'm thinking, right? That USCIS does not have that 50,000, like a spillover number available to use in September 2022, right? Because the visa processing for FB is still pending. So they cannot technically use that data to actually predict the priority date of like future months. Having said that, what I'm thinking is that the rate at which the USCIS is actually adjudicating the applications, that is, we are thinking like they are going through almost 30,000 applications every month, right? So in last 2 months, assuming that they have ran through almost 60,000 EB applications. Now, that means the 60,000 I-485 forms. Now, we also know that these 60,000 applicants, many of them applied in EB3 category. So basically, they downgraded their application to EB3, filed EB3 485, and then again they upgraded to EB2. So there are like tons and tons of duplicate filings for these priority dates that have happened in last 1 year, rather since October 2020. So I'm at least expecting that at least 40 to 45% duplicate filings, which means that USCIS has actually used almost 60,000 plus this duplicate filing I-485s that will be now be automatically canceled. So almost 80,000 I-485 inventory is gone in last 2 months, which means that USCIS backlog of I-485 is reducing drastically, right? And it's not just for EB to India, but it's also for rest of the world. So with this rate, right, they will probably almost use all the applications that are pending, which means that in order to create more demand, right, for next year, I am predicting that USCIS will actually move the priority date by a month or two. So for India EB2, I think the priority date might move by a month. So the date of final action will be moving from December 2014 to January 2015, 1 January 2015. And then the filing date might move by a month too. So it might move from 15 January to February 1, 2015. Now, this is just my speculation based on what the trend I'm seeing. I hope I'm right, but if not, then I don't see a chance that it will actually retrogress from December 2014. If it retrogresses, that means something is really not right in the data that we are saying. Now, that is for EB2, very slight move or no move. In EB3, although since all these EB3 downgrades will now get adjudicated for, in EB2 quota, that means there's a good chance that EB3 priority date is actually going to move. And my prediction is that EB2 priority date for for the September 2022 bulletin might move by almost 3 months. Now let's see what happens. if the USCIS is cautious, then they might not move this. But I think my prediction is that they are going to move the EB3 India priority date by at least 3 months. So that is my prediction, guys, for visa bulletin. So I know that visa bulletin is coming in next 3 weeks. So sorry, next week. So we will actually know lots and lots of information when it's out. But this is my prediction, at least based on what I am saying. I also want to cover a couple of things with you. So there is a spending bill that is going in both House and Senate. It is called DHS spending bill for 2023. And in that spending bill, there is a clause to capture all the unused visa numbers, like green card wasted numbers from 1992 till today. So there's a good chance that if that bill passes, then we'll have more inventory available for EB category, especially for India. But again, those both bills are in preliminary phases. So likelihood of passing that bill is probably next to none, or maybe 10%. But let's see how that bill goes. The good thing is that text of spillovers, recapturing is actually added in both House and Senate. That means both House and Senate are considering these bills, and I think it's a very fair ask to recapture those visas, because one, they're actually not adding any new visas or any new green cards. All they're using is the previously lost green cards that they are going to recapture. I mean, in our computer terms, right? I mean, if you have, let's say, if you delete a file by mistake, right? Or if you delete a file because you didn't want it, and then it goes to a recycle bin, and then you can receive that file from recycle bin, right? But in USCIS, there is no recycle bin. So basically, what this law is trying to create is a recycle bin where we can actually recapture all those precious lost green cards and change the lives of the people who are waiting for last 10 to 15 years to get their green card. So I just hope that there is a good, positive, strong will in both Senate and House to add this provision and pass the bill. So if you want to do some things, then write an email to your senator or to your House representatives asking for this provision to get passed in both versions of the bill. We can always write the letters and then make sure that our voice is heard. And many people are saying online, hey, don't do that, but there is no there is no reason not to do that. It's a part of a very healthy democracy, is to convey the message to the legal representatives that are selected by people. So I hope those bills pass, but we'll talk about those later when they go to the next stage. But yeah, that's it for today's video, everyone. I hope you liked this video, and I hope you find some value in that video. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment. But I will be making another video next week, so stay tuned. And the last but not least, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, then I highly recommend that you subscribe to my channel. It gives me a lot of boost to make new and interesting videos for all of you and all of us. So thank you, and please subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.